You know, of course, we're talking about ArtPrize. Today, the last day to vote for the top 10. And of course, tomorrow on 24 Hour News 8 at 6, we're carrying the announcement of the top 10 live. You can watch that right here on 24 Hour News 8 at 6. And we're also streaming that announcement online at woodtv.com.
One name very synonymous with ArtPrize is Chris LaPorte. Of course, he ended up in the top 10 last year, and then took home the big prize at year 2 of ArtPrize. So you only have to be curious about what he's up to this year, because he does have an entry in this year's competition.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and he recently spoke with Jordan Carson.
ArtPrize is finally here, and last year, if you did not have a chance to check out the winning piece, it is right here at the ArtPrize Hub, and with me is the artist. This is Chris LaPorte. Chris, you have had an incredible year, having people from all over the country coming in to see your artwork. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good. It feels very validating. ArtPrize is an amazing opportunity to be able to exhibit your work and have a wide audience be excited about discovering what you've done, and it's been a humbling and validating experience altogether.
Wow, this has been really exciting for you and for us to watch you. You're a local artist right here in Grand Rapids, and now about your pieces. You have a new piece that you are displaying this year for ArtPrize.
Yes, it is another pencil drawing, albeit much smaller in scale than Cavalry, and it'll be exhibited over at Cathedral Square, along with many other wonderful works of art. It's an excellent exhibition, and I encourage people to go check it out.
Well, the really neat thing about your work is that you have a personal connection to both pieces, but this is so much more than you just taking a photo and copying it.
Sure. I mean, like the bulk of Western art, I mean, there's the artist and the muse. When I find a reference that speaks to me in a way, there's a challenge but also an opportunity to try and bring a lot of the information to life. We often look at an old photo and think that it's far away or long ago. Part of my goal is to make it here in the present, that the organization of graphite on paper can make a connection with people to the effect of that's a person here with me right now.
Right, and if you take a look at your work, you can really see it looks like the people are going to stand up and walk away, and that they are part of our lives. So I'm so excited for you, and
thank you.
This is an amazing piece. If you'd like to see more of Chris's amazing work, come down to the ArtPrize Hub where you can check out last year's piece, or he has a new piece this year. It's all happening now at ArtPrize.
So cool. I just feel when I see these, I have some catching up to do. I mean, till midnight to do some voting, and then the top 10 announced. I can't believe we're here already.
Well, and it's interesting, I told you my son Jacob came down, and we had breakfast together this morning in downtown Grand Rapids, and it was really pretty interesting because he was talking about some of his favorite pieces.
Right.
He has actually not spent much time in Center City. He's been in some of the neighborhoods and in some of the churches where they have some of the exhibits, and he was talking about some of his favorites. I think I have to get out and look at some of those myself before 11:59 tonight.
I know, and they've really made an effort, the ArtPrize organizers, to make it really easy to navigate those neighborhoods. Some great resources, some great buses and transportation to kind of get you out there in case it's a little bit unfamiliar. We don't want people to miss out because there's fabulous art out there, and you never know. It is really cool. I'm so excited that Wood TV is actually broadcasting this tomorrow. And it's going to be during 24 Hour News 8 at 6, so you're going to want to make sure to get that show.
And you know,
cool.
With almost 2,000 artists represented here, 2,000 entries, it's really amazing to think about how we'll be watching the reaction live as it happens, as that announcement happens, and wherever you are, you'll be able to watch that and enjoy that moment and that experience. I can only imagine for Chris LaPorte what it was like last year, and then how his life really has been transformed in the last year.
And so cool that it was a local guy.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have a lot of local people in this year's competition, but we have people from all over the world, all over the country, and so you never know what's going to happen, so cast your vote, and maybe you can play a part in ArtPrize history.
Exactly.
Okay, so a lot of things happening with ArtPrize, but we're already thinking about tomorrow's show because our time here is pretty much coming to an end.
Right.
One of the stories we're going to be bringing is talking about tailgating.
Yes, exactly. Jordan Carson was able to catch up with our friends at D&W Fresh Market to talk about all things tailgating. You know, Rachel, I know you absolutely love to have a good tailgate party. You're a great hostess, but you know, it's not just a sub anymore. You have a great amount of different variety, and our friends at D&W make it so easy for us to look like we've spent hours slaving away when in reality they've made it so easy for us.
They really do, and the expectation is high at the tailgate. You know I'm a huge Michigan State fan, you know, and other schools too. But after they shot this story, they brought home, I should say, back to the office, some huge apples covered with things. They were amazing, and I would have never thought to have that for a tailgate.
Oh, yeah.
And so how easy to go to one of the stores and just pick that up to enhance what you've made.
Oh, yeah.
Or just let them do all the work themselves.
It's sort of like a healthy treat, right? I always do anything that starts with fruit as the centerpiece, no matter what you put on it, whether it's chocolate, caramel, nuts. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting hungry now.
I know, because it's almost 12 o'clock. We are also visiting the office of Dr. Scott Carlson of Carlson Laser Aesthetics and Indigo Med Spa. Okay, so a little bit earlier, we're talking about this being a transitional time of year. Summer is behind us. Fall is here. The holidays are before us. And so a lot of people are thinking about getting some things done to make themselves look younger, feel better, and more youthful. And so Dr. Carlson is doing something called a liquid facelift.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and so you have to see it to believe it, because he actually has a patient in and goes through the process, and it's something he kind of tailors depending on what your concerns are, saying, I've got some lines under my eyes, right? I noticed that the areas around my mouth are kind of not what they used to be, and they're making me look and feel old.
I mean, and it looks, you get the same results as you would in a surgical facelift, but literally with no downtime. And so it is a wonderful opportunity for somebody who's just thinking about taking a few years off their face to go ahead and have that done.
A good investment, and one I was surprised to learn that the results last up to a year.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It is a
spending
great
minutes in his office.
Yeah.
And so he talks about the importance of skincare too, because now we're not in the sun, and maybe dealing with some of the fun that we had over the last few months.
Right, and then the problem that happens this time of the year, especially as we make the transition into the colder months ahead, dry skin.
Right.
And you know that you can always get those lines and creases that start to show up if your skin is too dry. They have the greatest line of skincare products as well. So Dr. Carlson's office, great.
And I just have to ask you, Terry, since you are an expert in the weather department, how's it looking again for people that want to come out to ArtPrize and experience some of the art in sunshine?
Oh, yeah, we'll have either sunshine or liquid sunshine. How about that?
You're so political. That was a political answer.
Well, no reason to not come downtown Grand Rapids, because there definitely is a whole lot going on here. And we are so excited because it's been really nice to be at our broadcast center here. We're on the plaza behind the Grand Rapids Art Museum, the Grand Plaza, overlooking Rosa Park Circle. You can see a few puddles, but that's definitely not keeping people away.
No, there's a big jumbotron here too where we're broadcasting all of our shows. Wood TV, obviously we're here at the Graham. Come down and see us. We would love to hear from you and to see you. And we just hope you're having a wonderful day, but we've got to go.
We do. Stay west.
See ya.